Hey there, my beauty queens, and welcome back to this playlist on shifting your identity fast. The doing identity is what's keeping us from shifting our identity. It's our distraction. Doing stuff outside of ourselves for people all around us keeps us from focusing on ourselves. And when we focus on ourselves, we find that we've been delaying maintenance for quite a long time, and we need to get in there and make some reparations. So anyways, we talked about boundaries and standards, and it's so important to know that this is all a dance. Once you understand boundaries and how they work, it's not like you're never going to have to use a boundary again. What happens is that the boundary is inside of you so that you're not blaming other people for breaking it. You're looking at yourself and how you are breaking it. And this is what changes your identity quickly. Because when you decide to sit in a room of 100 women entrepreneurs in your city, you're just not sitting there like a little mouse. You're stepping into a new identity that needs support. She can't just walk in willy-nilly without the support of knowing what she's going to say, knowing how she's going to say it, knowing how she's going to dress to represent her business. She already knows certain things. So being able to sit back and relax in a new environment and become the receiver and take in the information from the other people around you helps you not to ramble, helps you not to give advice, helps you not to take over the whole conversation as the little girl that says, see me, see me. Helps you not to sell a product. It helps you sit back and observe from inside of yourself, not from outside of yourself. And this takes practice. And that's what Awareness 360 gives you. It gives you this quick 3-step framework that eases you into your next conscious level. With the first one of space, bam, we need to create space in our lives, inside of us, outside of us, in our closets, in order to start creating something in it. And when our space is so suffocated because our energy is scattered on our family, on our jobs, on our husbands, on a boyfriend that has to start becoming embarrassing to say that you have a boyfriend. Let's start feeling the ickiness around men siphoning off of you for free. These type of level ups inside of yourself where you feel the ickiness for something that is quite normal in our society. A woman having a boyfriend and toting him around and paying for him and allowing him to move in. It's almost like we're bringing pets into our lives instead of men. And that could be because real men are scary. Real men that have the power to adore us, also, we give them the power to destroy us. But we don't have to give them that power. We can accept the adoration without leaking energy. And this is what I want to give you today. In my Keys to Connection class, we're on week 8, and we're getting into our vibrational signature. We're out of that first level of space where we just needed to learn how to relax and regulate our system enough to get inside our body. You can use the marble method, Joe Dispenza's meditations, Louise Hay, whatever it takes to get you inside your body so that your focus is not on your to-do list, it's on the marble spinning in your head or in your heart or in your knee that just seems to keep hurting worse and worse. When you send magical spells into your body for healing, you need to be inside your body. Going to a doctor or a priest to get blessings or medicine is only part of the equation. God gave you this body when you were born with only one thing: take care of it. So here's your opportunity to use those skills that you've learned your whole life and start focusing them inside so that you heal you. And what's going to happen with that is you're going to end up healing your legacy. So here's your tip for today. The attention diet is the diet that I follow without question. It's no longer even a diet, it's a lifestyle. I pay attention to almost everything I do, whether it's putting oils on my body after my shower and blessing them to turn them into medicine, to heal my skin and all my ailments, blessing my toothbrush and my toothpaste, having gratitude for clear running water. Those are the intentional things I do to slow the rush effect inside of my body. Women, especially women in the second half of their lives right now, were trained in a society where we had to run with the wolves. And we had to play by their rules because we were in their domain. And as long as we are outside of our bodies, distracted by things around us, we are in their domain, and we can get hurt. Focusing your attention inside of you, just mere minutes a day, and acknowledging maybe some of the pain you felt, feeling unseen, is what is going to compound over the next few weeks. Merely the next few weeks, into you walking into rooms differently. You feel the ickiness of somebody's energy quickly, and even though you may not know what to do, you know you need to stay away from them. And here is my latest level up. The men in my life are not my friends. Learning about evolutionary psychology and how the man brain works, when we are distracted outside of ourselves, men don't see us as women, they see us as men, and they are going to treat us as men. And even though they may be able to sleep with us, that's meaningless to them. That's just exercise. That's just releasing of energy, and they can do it on a basketball court or just throw up in you. But if there is a reason why that man is in my life, it's because he's making my life more comfortable. And if I submit to him by giving him more time, it's because his effort is more than the time I'm giving him. And I have to pay attention to that, because the men that I allow close to me as friends were really just orbiters. And if I didn't pay attention to the icky feeling I was getting when they weren't living in integrity and following up on promises, when they weren't giving me the attention that I thought I deserved for someone they were hugging and telling they loved, but then ignoring me. They weren't interested in my comfort or to help me out in any way, and used my requests for help just as a way to gain access to me. These men are known as orbiters, and they're the most patient men on the planet, because they will orbit you until they get lucky with you. and then you're no longer needed. Yeah. And the minute I felt that energy with the men that were getting close to me and accessing my space and my home without following through and being integrous with their word, I had to let them go. And one man I felt closer to, but because I felt closer to and I wasn't realizing that he was an orbiter, he hurt me. He hurt my heart. I felt extremely unseen by a man that told me he loved me every single time he saw me. So I had to learn to navigate that, and I did, and now I just don't see him. He doesn't exist for me. It's not awkward anymore. I just don't see him because I use my skills and my soft gaze, where if I see him, I can soft gaze right through him. And now we just don't see each other. We're just another person in the room. Even though that will take a few more months for me to totally hug that little girl that felt so ashamed for letting this happen yet again. It will then become the standard that I actually stand on when the next guy comes into my life and wants to hug me. I'll say, "What's this for?" Men want access to you, and if you don't pay attention to how you feel because you're not inside your body, you can end up getting hurt. Family wants access to you, and if you don't pay attention, you're going to end up resenting them. The man that you're just communicating online wants access to you. And you feeling the ickiness of somebody that is saying, "Hi, how you doing?" every day for 4 days in a row without moving anything forward. You have to have the audacity to block them and move on. And that little girl that's saying, "But what if he's the one? He said I was pretty." You need to give her that hug and say, "We're burning the haystack down here, baby. And if he really, truly thought I was the one, he knows how to find me. In the meantime, I'm going to move through standing on the shoulders of the woman I used to be, standing strong on that standard that now I'm cementing by saying no to my ex, to every man that wants me to dim or drive to him or give a phone number before I even met him." That's when you know you're shifting into your new identity fast, and your people aren't going to show up right away, but you're starting to alleviate the table of the people that don't serve you. They're falling away. And now you're making room for the people that do belong, orbiting you. Perhaps your husband, and good female friendships that have the same destination in mind that you. All right, take a deep breath. And if you're interested in moving quick, you don't need more information. But in the case that you do, check out more on this playlist. I offer you tons of tips and suggestions. And if you're really ready to step forward and you're ready to hold that nervous system as you step into a vision that our mothers could never have prepared us for, without anyone leading the way, I can help you. All right. I'll see you in all the rooms.